I may be like thinking like all light about it right now and shit, but deep down like I'm fucking scared.
Voices here, voices in your head. Sausage and drip for men and make it all, make your own.
I really don't even know how to start this video. I don't know how to start this video. If you have never been to my channel before, I'll introduce myself. My name is Courtney Days, and I quit my job as an addiction counselor to create cosmic drugs as an alternative treatment method for people, because I felt working in the industry that I wasn't really helping people the way that they need to be helped. And so I quit my job to create cosmic drugs. That's just a short intro. This video is going to be on why I'm quitting Kratom. I know people are gonna be like, it's Kratom, not Kratom. Well, you know, the first time I even heard about Kratom was through Hamilton Morris, and that's the way he said it, so it stuck with me. He said Kratom in that little voice, cute voice of his.
People started using Kratom, then they made Kratom illegal.
Is that the right way to say it? Because people say Kratom.
Yeah.
You're the only one I've heard say Kratom.
It's a Thai word. People in Thailand call it Kratom.
Oh, okay.
So it's also, they have, you know, it's like Kratom, something like that, but I'm not going to go that far. But Kratom is closer.
If you did, it would be weird.
But yeah, so that's how I say it. Like, let's get over that hump. This video is not to knock Kratom. This video is not to say that it's dangerous or, you know, like obviously it's addictive. Your body becomes dependent on it, as with any opiate. That is just like, that is common chemistry. Like, because if you have watched my channel before, you know that there is a difference between dependence and addiction. Because people can take a medication and be dependent on it, but they could not be addicted and not ruin their life because of it. But if you are going to ruin your life, if you are going to struggle just to make it through the day because of your addiction, if that's all you're thinking about throughout the day is the substance, when you're going to do the substance, timing it out right, how much are you going to do today, you're not living your best life. That drug is controlling you, and you are not controlling the drug. And it is possible to control the drug. It is possible for some people, but it's not possible for others. That is a crucial idea to consider when you're thinking about addiction therapy. There is no cookie cutter method for anybody. You need to do the research yourself and look at different options, different methods. And you can't rely on one person's idea alone just because it worked for them. All people can do is share their story. And if their story resonates with you, then thank the fucking Age of Aquarius for that, baby. Because that is what YouTube should be all about. Platforms like YouTube is people to get out their stories to help others. You know, I didn't like working in the rehab industry because we can only teach one model to help these people, and not everybody can be abstinent. And so I had to get out of that system because I was really causing more harm than good, and I had to look people straight in the eyes and tell them to do something when I knew that it wouldn't help them. I've been meditating a lot lately, and quitting Kratom just popped into my head, and it was kind of like a blinder came off. Like, I feel like I was under an illusion for a while. Not at first, because Kratom really helped me. I believe it's a miracle fucking drug. It's a miracle drug from the earth. That's what I loved about it the most, is that it's grown, it's natural. It's not some like thing made in a lab. I think what made me more interested in Kratom is the fact that I never heard of it. And I went to school for like 4 years to be an addiction counselor, and not once was that substance ever mentioned. People weren't even using it. I didn't know about it. It wasn't even in, and even working as an addiction counselor, I never had somebody come in talk about Kratom once. So when I found out what it was, my conspiracy theory mind was like, oh, they're hiding this shit from us, bro. This shit is it. And I still think that. But for me personally, it was starting to become a burden in my life. And once a substance becomes a burden in your life, you're addicted, baby. If it's causing you mental stress and you don't stop it, then you're addicted to it. And people that are addicted to opiates, it's so hard. It's so hard. And it's scary to think of getting off of it. I told myself I wasn't gonna cry, but it's scary. It's scary. I have been on an opiate since 2012, since I had my open heart surgery in 2012. So I'm scared. I don't know what to expect. I know what to expect, that's the thing. And that's what I want you all to realize about addiction counselors. People get into rehab and they think that the counselors are like God, they know all the answers, and because the addiction counselors act that way too. They think they have a fucking superiority, they have like a God complex over their clients. They act like they know it all, and listen to me, I know all the answers. And they may know all the book answers, they know everything they teach you in school, they can recite those lines, but there's a big difference between knowing what to expect through books, but going through it yourself is a completely different thing. And even if you have gone through addiction yourself and you're an addiction counselor now, you have to remember that just because something worked for you, that's not going to work for all of your clients. This is a message for anybody that's watching this that is an addiction counselor. Listen to what I'm about to say. If you are an addiction counselor and you have gone through addictions in your own life and you got over it, you need to realize just because what helped you get over your addiction, that's not gonna help all of your clients. You can't be stuck in one method for addiction treatment. There's no cookie cutter method. Yes, that may have helped you, but that's not gonna help Billy. It's not. Like, what helped you may kill Billy. And we need to realize this as a fucking society. Like, the whole rehab industry needs to realize this. And that's why I had to quit, because they don't realize this. Even if they do realize it, nothing's gonna change because it's all about money. So it doesn't matter what the morals are. It's all about the Benjamins, baby. We gotta look at this from multiple factors. I had a job when I first started taking Kratom. Like, I was able to afford it. So that stressor, that wasn't even an issue. I had the money, baby. Now that I quit my job, I'd be lying if I said that money wasn't a factor in me wanting to quit Kratom, because it definitely is. And because with any opiate, your tolerance builds over time. So people do end up taking a lot more than over time than when they first started out. Another reason why I'm quitting Kratom is because I don't like waking up from a nice restful sleep feeling like shit every morning. Like, when I wake up, like, I'm ready for the day, yay, thank God I'm alive, good morning, birds chirping, yay, happy to be alive. Every morning I wake up, like, I'm not myself until I have my cup of Kratom tea. Like, I'm not myself, I'm not happy, I'm like sluggish, I can't do shit until I fucking have that Kratom tea. And that's baggage, like, that's baggage. That's fucking baggage to have on your soul, that, like, I wasn't happy living that way anymore. I'm not happy living that way anymore. I'm going through this right now. Like, I'm acting like I already got over it. No, this video, I'm going to document my process because I want to help people that are wanting to go through this similar process that took Kratom to get off heavier substances, which bravo, because that is a great way to do it. I still believe that. And this, I'm never going to knock Kratom, because I don't respect people knocking a substance because they weren't able to use it correctly. Because there's many different options to get off Kratom. I'm an addiction counselor, so like I have to make a treatment plan for myself before I do it. And I just wanted to make this video to get my intention out, to like tell people that this is what I'm going to do and I'm going to help you. That if you need the help, I'm here to help you. I'll say this right now, this is not going to be the way for everybody. It's not, because everybody is different. So do not rely on my content alone. You need to do your own research and look at my content and a bunch of others, and what resonates with you, then you can alter any treatment method to fit your needs. But you also have to be like, is this not like plausible for me, or am I just, you know, making excuses? I'm scared to even be making these videos because I know for me personally that how I quit substances is cold turkey. I don't like to taper. When I got off of pills, when I got off of Suboxone, I did not taper. I just stopped. And I know that's not the right way to do it. You should taper. That is the, you know, clinically approved way to. But me personally, it's not easy for me to taper because people with addictions, you know, it's easier said than done. Like, okay, yeah, I'll be tapering, and maybe you'll start tapering for the first few days, and then something stressful happens and you're like, oh, maybe I'll just take a little more today. Tomorrow I'll go back to tapering. Like, it's very hard, especially for me, to taper because that's my personality. I have an addictive personality. I always want more. And I've always been that way. It's my traumas, and I know it's my traumas. So tapering is not easy for me, but my goal for Cosmic Drugs is to help people. And I want to help people by showing them that even though tapering isn't easy, that it could be done if you have the self-control and the willpower and the urge to want to better your life. Because while I want to just stop cold turkey, just be sick for a few days and then just be done over with, a lot of people can't do that. A lot of people can't do that because they have lives, they have jobs, they need to go to work. They can't be sick and stay home for 3 days, like for a week even. Like, they have lives, they have kids, they can't just stop. So the most convenient way is to taper, so you can just go through minor discomforts. I don't even know, I've never done it, so I can listen to people's stories all I want, but you don't know until you fucking go through it yourself. So these videos, I'm going to do the tapering, and I'm gonna tell you guys how to do it, and you're gonna see how it's working in my life, and I'm gonna document my feelings. I'm gonna document like how much I'm taking, how much I'm tapering, when I'm tapering down, and the whole process. You're gonna see it. So I really hope this is going to help some people, because I'm coming at this not just from anybody trying to get off of Kratom. I'm a fucking addiction counselor, so I know some of the methods, methods that not a lot of people know how to do. The methods of your mind. I'm talking about your mind state, how your mind state should be. And I'm just gonna like say it right now. I'm a weird bitch, so you're gonna see me doing some weird shit on here. Like I said, I am an addiction counselor, but I believe in alternative methods. I believe in methods of magical kind, shall I say. Like, I don't give a fuck, like, I'm just gonna say it. I believe in shit like crystals. I believe in moon magic. I believe in astrology. I believe in all that good fucking juicy shit. So I'm going to be using matters of the occult, I guess I'll say, my occult matters to help me through this tapering process. And I'm gonna teach you, I'm just gonna show you guys how I do it. And if it resonates with you, then it resonates with you. And I'm so happy to have, like, to be helping you. This is like my life purpose. This is why I became an addiction counselor. At the end of the day, all I want to do is help people. All I want to do is help humanity in alternative ways, not the fucking cookie cutter mainstream ways. Because that's not reality. That's how, like, we're all different. We're all different. So this is going to be scary. I don't want to let anybody down. I may be like thinking like all light about it right now and shit, but deep down like I'm fucking scared. What I'm scared about, I guess I'll just like say what's on my mind. I'm scared that I'm gonna get off of Kratom and go back to pills. Like, I'm afraid of that because I haven't not been on an opiate since 2012. And I just don't want to fuck up, like, but you need to know that those thoughts, like, those thoughts aren't you. Like, you need to overcome those thoughts because you're stronger than your thoughts. You're stronger than your worries. And you're never gonna know if you're gonna do that unless you try. So don't just like knock yourself off the bat. Like, oh, like even people that are on Suboxone. And I'm not saying like it's a bad thing to be on Suboxone, like, because everybody is fucking different. All I'm talking about is what I think personally for me. For me, people that stay on Suboxone and shit like that, like, even if they don't realize it, the reason why they are is because they don't want to fuck up. They don't want to fall back into old habits. And, you know, because if you fall back into that habit, you could die. And I've known so many people that have gotten off of harm reduction methods like Suboxone that died. They just died. And I had to kick clients out of my Suboxone program and they died days later. So this is not easy for people. This is not easy for people that have opiate addictions, because what you don't realize is when people have opiate addictions, they're not doing it to get high. They're doing it to feel normal, and they're doing it to block out traumas that they have because they don't want to deal with it, because they feel good, they feel happy, they feel like they don't have any traumas. They feel like how a human being like wants to feel. All humans want to feel good all the time. But that's not reality. To be a human is to feel those traumas. To be a human is to deal with them and feel that hurt. Because while hurt may hurt, it's beautiful. I think heartbreak and traumas are beautiful, and it's a part of the human experience. And I honestly think that people that have been through heartbreaks are lucky, because you're feeling what it is to be a human at the ultimate degree. People that have everything handed to them and have the perfect life, I don't think they're living. Think about the best songs out there. Think of the best movies, all the best artwork, the best fucking poems. They're all based around heartbreak and struggle, because at the end of the day, it's beautiful. And we can't keep numbing it. We can't keep numbing it with fucking substances. Because that's what we do. People that use opiates, that's what we do. We're blocking the human experience. And I can't live that way anymore. I can't live that way anymore. Like, it worked for the time being, and I don't regret anything that I've ever done, but there's levels to life. And if you stay stagnant at one level, like, you're not living. You need to do something that feels uncomfortable. If you're on Kratom right now and you can't even wake up feeling happy until you have it, and it's a burden on your life, financially, mentally it's a burden too, because you're constantly thinking, like, you can't even go anywhere without wondering, like, oh shit, like, should I take some Kratom with me? Like, you can't even go to your family's house without thinking, like, oh, how long am I gonna be here? Should I take some Kratom with me? How am I gonna make it though? Like, for people that don't take capsules, like, it's a mental burden. Kratom can become a mental burden. And that's where I was at. It was a mental burden and a financial burden. You know, I feel like everything does happen for a reason. I do think that, and I'm happy that I don't have an income right now, because if I did, I don't know if I would be doing this right now. I don't know if I would, because I would just keep taking more, you know? Like, I didn't have to worry about the money aspect of it. So I do think that everything happens for a reason, and I'm happy to be where I am right now. I'm crying. I may seem like these are kind of happy tears. Happy and sad, like, and scared. Not sad, not sad. Just fear. But fear is good. That means you're alive. That means, like, you're working your fucking body, your mind state. You're being the best human you possibly can be. Like, yeah. Whoo. Got a little sappy there for a little bit. Think of like the old school video games like Mario. There were levels to that shit, and like they just kept going and going, you know. And you can't just stay on one level of living. Like, that's being stagnant. And what happens with stagnant energy? As above, so below. Stagnant energy is toxic. Like, you need circulation. You need, what's the word I'm looking for? You need, homeostasis. Like, you need to adjust the way you are living to, you know, adjust to the new level. Like, life is all about levels, and I'm going on to the next level right now, because I am going to do the tapering method, because I feel within my soul that the tapering method is going to benefit the most people. But I will say, if you're watching this and you don't think tapering will work, like, then just stop cold turkey, because if it was up to me, I would do that. But my job being on this planet, on this earth, is to help people. So I'm gonna sacrifice something that may help me to help others. And I hope you guys appreciate that, because fuck. No, I'm just kidding. You don't have to appreciate me. I'll let you guys know when I come up with my treatment plan. I'll let you know what I'm gonna do, and then I'm gonna document my experience. I'm gonna document how I feel, because people say on the Quitting Kratom subreddit that getting off Kratom is harder than pills, harder than Suboxone, and I don't personally believe that. But I never quit Kratom, so what the fuck do I know, right? So I'm kind of anxious to see if what they're saying is true. And I'll let you know right now, I am going to be 100% honest, because I feel like people aren't 100% honest, because they have a lot of animosity built towards the substance itself. So I feel like because they personally couldn't learn how to use it, they knock the substance instead of their own self. Because at the end of the day, you need to know that you're the fucking problem, not the drug. Think of addiction and drugs as a scientific project. Drugs would be considered the control. The person, the individual, the person that is addicted to that drug is the subject, the variable, because we as human beings vary with how we react to different substances, how we can get off of certain substances, and how we, you know, live our life with or without those substances. And so I don't like bashing drugs. I will never bash drugs. I am not one to say you should be abstinent, you like drugs are bad, okay? I'm not that addiction counselor. That's not me. That's never been me, and it will never be me. Even though I know I shouldn't be on Kratom anymore, you will never hear me fucking down talk it or talk bad about it. I'm just gonna be fucking real. If you guys want to follow my process of getting off Kratom, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please like this video. Please share this video with your friends, with your homies. The censoring on YouTube is unreal, and so please share my channel, because I am shadow banned. You can't type in fucking, you know, what this video is about and just find me. Like, I have to do my part to get it out. Like, that's why I promote my shit so much on my Instagram and on Reddit, because which I got banned from one of the subreddits on Kratom because I shared how to get off Suboxone using Kratom, but whatever. It's okay, I don't have any hate towards you guys. If anybody is watching this video and has experience with Kratom, I'm really interested to know your experience with it, and I want to know if you are still on it, which is cool. Like, that's cool. Like, I think people can use it. I think people can use a substance every single day and live happy lives. Let me know your experience. Let me know if you have ever tried to get off it and how it felt. Like, I want to know. I want to know, like, how getting off of Kratom, like, affected you. So comment your experience, comment if you agree with me, comment if you don't agree with me. I would love to know. Thank you for watching this. I'm Courtney Days, and this is Positive Drugs.
When I beat the case, out of space, so I'm in your face. Out of space, I got stars to chase. Got a duff for that suits the case. Got diamonds like I play an ace. Round it up, got shoes to lace. I ran it up just to lose some weight. I'm an early bird.